Hey, what's up, Wolfpack? Wolf Millionaire here. Welcome to another episode of Wolf Millionaire's YouTube channel. Today, we're going to go over another one of my successful students who continues to kill it on Instagram, promoting a brand of watches that he's created and now sells very successfully on Instagram. The account that we're going to review today is Zinvo Watches. And this was a testimonial that was sent to me just over 2 weeks ago when he was at 141,000 followers. And it says, thanks to Anthony's strategies and recent Instagram account analysis strategies, we've been able to successfully target specific demographics to our market and sell our watches while ensuring that every dollar we spend on Instagram is done on high quality accounts with real followers. Thanks again for helping our brand succeed on Instagram. Well, you're most welcome. It's been a real pleasure getting to review your account and see your success over the last couple of years. A lot of the content that you create is very inspirational, and I've actually learned from you because you are definitely a master at doing product placement with your watch or your watches that you sell, creating different types of photos and videos that are relevant to the different niches that you post on. So let's dive into this account and see exactly what this student is doing right and how you can replicate it. First up, let's take a look at their logo. It's super simple, it's monotone, it only uses black and white, big block letters for the brand, Zinvo, and their logo, which is also very simple. It stands out very nicely against the white circle background and is very memorable. That's something that you want to do when you are creating a brand, whether it's a product or a logo for yourself if you're offering courses or self-help. Try to keep your logo as simple as possible. That's the exact same reason why the Wolf Millionaire logo is as simple as possible. It's 2D, it's a flat image, and it's black and white. It's because it's replicable and it also stands out. It's very memorable in people's minds. Then when you want to use it on hats or t-shirts or stickers, it's very easy and cheap to replicate versus if you had something that is, very complex, 3D with lots of colors, it becomes very, very difficult to replicate that on clothing and or any types of other mediums. And again, we always want to make sure that our logo that we create for our brand is very simple because on Instagram specifically, or even Twitter, when it's in people's feeds and they're looking through, it's very hard to distinguish a brand's logo that's very busy, that is very intricate. Something very simple like this shows up excellently on our feeds no matter what social channel we use. So that's just a little reminder again to keep your logo super simple and bold. The account here is also very clean and well written. The bio states that Zinvo, which is registered, is a Geneva, Swiss watch brand creating exclusive timepieces, shipping worldwide. They've got an email address, info@zinvowatches.com, followed by the website, zinvowatches.com. So Zinvo has executed on their brand extremely well. They've got the domain. They've got the Instagram account that's all one word that matches their domain as well. And they've absolutely just nailed the content piece. Their product placement is incredible. I personally have learned so much just by following this student over the last couple of years and watching how they have literally perfected product placement, especially when it comes to their Instagram account. You can see a wide variety of pictures when you go to Zinvo Watches. If you want to learn from them, you'll see immediately that their watches stand out front row center in every single one of their photos. This is done on purpose. This is done because we want the eye to go immediately to the watch. Everything else is secondary. It's not background noise, but it sets the setting and sets your imagination for you to imagine yourself wearing this watch, whether it's a business attire, whether you are a woman, whether you're in a sporty setting, whether you're driving a Ferrari or any car. The tones are also excellent. The blues, even in a photo that's very blue, the hands stand out and bam, there's the watch. Same thing over here. It's a close-up shot, but again, the texture and the colors all draw the eye to the central piece, which is the watch. Even this one down here that has a lot of blue. We've got the ocean and we've got a bright blue suit. The watch pops once again. So this is something that you always want to remember when you are creating content for any type of accessory or apparel that you are selling. You always want the eye to gravitate immediately towards the product that you're selling. If I notice something else in the photo, then you've done a poor job at getting me, the potential customer, interested in the proper piece on the photo that we want to draw the attention to. This one here would be one of the only examples that I can see so far where, the first thing when I looked at this, I noticed the Chevy Corvette steering wheel and gauge cluster before I noticed the watch. Now, keep in mind, I'm looking at this on my desktop, and these photos are small, but if we, keep that in mind and we look at all the other photos, bam, the watch is the first thing that we see here. Yes, it's colorful. Yes, the person is pointing. Yes, there's a car and a woman in the background that's blurred out. But the watch is the most prominent thing on that kind of first trajectory piece of the hand jetting out of the photo. And this is very important. This is what branding is all about. And Instagram is a very visual marketplace because it's all centered around photos and videos. We have one here of a female and a male. We have a watch here, they're carbon fiber Zinvo, sitting on top of a Koenigsegg, which is a pretty cool photo. Another one here integrating a wallet and some sunglasses. We've got an outdoor photo. Pushing the start button on a Ferrari. We've got a whole collection of the Zinvo photos here, nestled up against the steering wheel of a Bentley. We also have the gold ones here on a camo jacket, which again pop very nicely. So let's take a look at what and where Zinvo is advertising their watches to kind of get an idea of how you can position your photos in whatever settings make sense for you, and what type of accounts you can reach out to in order to sell the product that you're selling. And they're going to be different. And again, I highly suggest you test all the different niches, from influencer accounts to niches that might be outside of your normal mode of advertising. So if you go to Zinvo on your Instagram account on your mobile device and click on the little button, it doesn't show up here on the Instagram desktop, but if you were looking at their account on your mobile phone, you will see three little icons right above these first three photos in your app. And you want to click on this one over here that looks like a little box with a little, outline of a guy's head and shoulders. And that is the photos that are tagged of you. And when you do that, you'll see all the different accounts that have posted on behalf of Zinvo, and you'll be able to see exactly the photos that were used for those particular accounts. And Zinvo's done an excellent job at creating these product placements for the specific niches that they advertise in. We see here on Style Cliche a very stylish photo of a gentleman wearing the Zinvo Blade turbine, including a nice white leather knapsack and what looks to be like probably a sailboat, and a bracelet. And again, they keep their captions really, really, really simple. One thing that I keep seeing a lot of advertising fail on is that they like to have all this bullshit in their caption. Zinvo executes this with precision. And I highly suggest, if you are selling anything out there, whether it's Instagram or any social network, that you really look at what is the most important information to put in your caption, because that is what is going to result in a higher conversion rate. The less people have to read about your caption, read your caption about the product you're selling, the better. I know you want to jam pack it with all the cool details of whatever you're selling, but it's not necessary. The biggest thing is to get people to click through on Instagram to your account, Zinvo Watches. Next up, it says exclusive blade with 1 second turbine, or 1 second spin turbine. Get yours at www.zinvowatches.com, and then the hashtag Zinvo Watches. Branding, branding, branding. See the three different quick pieces on 4 short lines. This is what you want to replicate no matter what you're selling. You want to keep it simple. They're selling a watch, so let's keep it simple. We tell them about the 1 second turbine. We tell them that they can get them here at the website. We further brand it using the hashtag again, so that we can use our own hashtag to further our brand. And then right up top, no joking around. It's the first thing. It's the @Zinvo Watches exclusive blade with 1 second spin turbine. This is what's really helping them grow to 144,000 followers. And when we looked at their testimonial that they sent us, they had 141,000 followers 2 weeks ago. And if we look at them today, They have 144,000, so 3,000 followers in just over 2 weeks for a company that sells watches. That is fucking fantastic. So there's absolutely no reason for people out there to be telling me that, oh, Instagram is changing, I can't grow anymore. Well, the problem is you're not putting enough effort into your account, whether you are trying to grow a personal account, a fan page, or a business. If a business like Zinvo Watches can continue to grow, month over month and have really excellent sales because of their efforts that they're putting into creating this content, then there's absolutely no reason that you can't either. The only difference is you're not doing it as effectively and as well as Zinvo. And there's no, rocket science here. These photos are just really, really, really simple, well done. They're bright, they're vibrant, and they're varied. And that's exactly what is leading to their success. 450 posts. They have literally curated 450 different photos of their product on people's arms. And that's what you have to do if you want to sell. You have to show your product on different styles, different people with different backgrounds to show them that, people are wearing your watch. And whether they are or they aren't, you can fake that. You don't have to send your watch out to 30 different influencers to get these photos. You can get your friends, and you don't even need a DSLR camera. As long as you have an iPhone, right? And even an iPhone 6 has an excellent camera that can allow you to do this. A little bit of touching up in any simple photo editor to bring up the vibrancies and the saturations and the colors will really further help your watch pop. So, no excuses. Let's get back and take a look at the blog post here just to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Let's take a quick peek at some of the other accounts that I've just randomly selected where Zinvo is promoting their watches. Again, the first one that we looked at was Style Cliche. The next one that I found was woman__revolution. This was just posted recently, and you can see again, they've created a really cool, super simple photo, his and hers, so a male and a female, with the Zinvo watches against a wood grain table, and it looks like dessert and coffee. Super simple. You can replicate this if you're selling watches or armbands or wristbands or any kind of jewelry. You can do the exact same thing. It's super simple. It ties both, male and female together, and it doesn't have to be male and female. It can be two dudes holding hands. It can be two girls holding hands. It's really not a matter of the relationship, but more of, again, the idea. And again, they've replicated the exact same caption that they use over and over and over and over. The simplicity of it is why it's so successful. They don't vary it up. They don't add any junk in it. It's super simple, and it's the same messaging over and over and over. That is what profitable and successful marketing in a nutshell really is. Let's take a look at another one that they recently posted on one of my accounts, exotic_performance. They posted a video which basically shows the watch, the turbine, the 1 second spin turbine, ticking away, which shows how cool the watch really is. And Zinvo's actually sent me a couple of these watches, which I will be giving away. So stay tuned to my Wolf Millionaire Instagram account. I will be sending them out to some lucky individuals, either during Christmas or in the first month of January. I have been basically wearing with them throughout the weeks to kind of test them and give them feedback so that they can create some new models. And these watches feel very, very, very high quality. They're very well made, and I did not get paid to say that. This is not an ad for Zinvo. They are one of my successful students, and I'm trying to help them out with some feedback. So if you're thinking about buying their watches, they are a quality product, and I personally stand behind the brand and my student. So that was, talking about Zinvo. And if you go to my blog, there's some other little tidbits that I've laid out. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to look at was, let's see what they're posting for their captions. Not your basic timepiece. Zinvo Blade. So they've got a bunch of hashtags in their caption. Again, if you have been following my strategies either in my InstaWealth growth system or the free videos that I provide here on YouTube, you'll know one of the things that I continually remind my students of is to watch how many hashtags we put in this first caption, the main caption of your post. Less is better. Less is always better. Your caption, if it's a short caption, should have no more than 2 or 3 hashtags. It should never wrap around to the next line like we're seeing here. So Zinvo watches should be doing a little bit better job on this, and they should be really only having, maybe 1, maybe 2 hashtags in their caption. I personally would vote for just having the Zinvo watches one to, again, reiterate the branding in their posts, and then all these other hashtags that they see relevant for the post, put them in the first comment so that they disappear. Your photos will still rank for those hashtags. They just won't show up in that initial caption, which will keep the attention on the caption, which is, not your basic timepiece, instead of drawing the eye to all these different hashtags, including, a watch a niche ad hashtag, which is, free branding for watch a niche. So just something to think about. And really the only thing that I can offer in terms of an improvement to their account, these guys continue to kill it. And if you're selling watches or jewelry, doesn't matter what it is, or any accessory, you can also replicate these essential core strategies that Zinvo has definitely mastered. Let's take a look at a couple other quick students of mine in case you are selling any type of clothing or sunglasses. And I want to teach you guys that you can also do the exact same thing. So I've got another blog post about how to launch a clothing company on Instagram. So on my blog, blog.wolfmillionaire.com, you can see that I've got another student testimonial here from VO Trends. And this was a review that I did back when they had 54,000 followers. It was, I don't know, maybe 6-7 months ago. They're now at 160,000 followers. And they continue to provide amazing testimonials based on all of the learnings that they have learned from my InstaWealth growth system. These guys have been killing it. They started off as a Outfit Grid website or Outfit Grid Instagram account, and they essentially grew themselves into their own clothing company and have several different shirts, I believe, and possibly pants that they now sell on their Instagram account. They've launched this entire company from scratch. They started with one Instagram account, VO Trends, and they've grown it to 167,000 followers and launched their own clothing line. Super, super impressive, all by following all the strategies that I have in my InstaWealth growth system. It's over 22 hours of me walking you through step by step, showing you so that you can follow along literally step by step with a phone in your hand, and you can watch what I'm doing on my phone because I have a massive TV behind me when I'm walking you through it. I talk very slow, and I show you exactly what it is I'm doing while teaching you why I'm doing it so that you can understand everything that I know about Instagram, which is going to help you become successful just like Zinvo, just like VO Trends, and every other student that I have posted a testimonial or account review here on my blog or on YouTube. Here's their account today, 162,000 followers. It's amazing. Next up, I want to teach you about the sunglass company, Boosted Shades. These were one of my first success stories even before I launched my Wolf Millionaire course. These were one of my students and clients that I had when I originally started to grow my Instagram network to just a couple million before I reached 18 million Instagram followers. These were one of the most successful product launches still to this day that I've seen on Instagram. These guys executed, and I believe they hit their first $1 million. Yep, you heard that right. Their first $1 million of revenues in less than 2 years, simply by posting on Instagram using all of my strategies. So if you want to read all about Boosted Shades and their success on Instagram, go to my blog, blog.wolfmillionaire.com, and look up look for this photo. The title of this blog post is 10 Steps to Launch a Product on Instagram. And I literally break it down into the 10 steps on how to launch any product on Instagram. Definitely a must read if you are selling anything on Instagram. And that's it. Boosted Shades currently has 140,000 followers. They just launched their latest line, which is an anodized titanium. Full titanium. Super cool. These guys send me a box of their sunglasses pretty much every year, and I usually give them out at car shows to people who come up and say hi to me. I'm most impressed with their carbon fiber sunglasses that they have, and you can see this is one of the shots that I took at in Monterey while I placed my dry carbon shades by Boosted Shades on the ground to take a picture of this Lamborghini Superveloz. They're super lightweight, they're super comfortable, and they are just incredible on the eyes. So if you, again, I'm not being paid to promote these guys, but they are one of my old students and clients, and they have an excellent product. So if you're looking for carbon fiber sunglasses, I can definitely vouch for these guys. I own 2 pair. I own dry carbon, and I own the glossy ones, and I absolutely love them because of how light they are. I literally forget that I have sunglasses. They're the lightest pair of sunglasses I've ever had in my life, and the polarized lenses are just incredible for bringing out the sharp hues and vibrancies when you're outside. So there's Boosted Shades. Oh, wait, you know what? There's one other that I want to really highlight, and that's these guys, a Stormtrooper a day. And these guys have been with me for since the start. One of my very first students when I launched the InstaWealth Growth System, literally almost a year ago. Today is December 13th, and I believe I launched the course probably the same time, if not maybe a week sooner, 1 year ago. Wow, time flies. These guys have an amazing story, and you can stay tuned for a review and testimonial from them when they hit their next major mark, which is 75,000 followers. They're not far off. All they do is post really cool, unique photos and videos of stormtroopers, and they're making money by selling stickers and air fresheners. How simple is that? Super simple, yet super profitable. Their website, a Stormtrooper a day, again, the same thing as Zinvo. They had the exact same Instagram username, a Stormtrooper a day, along with their domain. Super effective, super clean, and super successful. And these guys have an awesome story that I can't wait to share with you when I do the next review, because it just goes to show you that persistence and consistency will continue to deliver you results on Instagram. A lot of people are giving up now on Instagram because Instagram continues to make little changes to our growth, to the engagement algorithm, and this is where a lot of people will give up. And this is kind of one of those things where you just have to trust me, and you just have to keep posting on Instagram. Because you will have your day when Instagram rejigs their algorithm in 2017 and will reward those who continue to post consistently high quality content like I teach you guys how to do in my InstaWealth system, because Instagram is weeding out all the bullshit accounts right now and all the people who are going to give up because they're not getting the same engagement and growth. Instagram will reward those who continue to post through these times as they make adjustments to their system, and you just have to trust me on that. You will see success in 2017 if you just stick with it. And that's it. I think I've got a Stormtroopers a Day blog review. Let me dig that up. Oh yes, here it is. Here it is. It is another one of my blog posts at blog.wolfmillionaire.com. It's titled Instagram Growth, an Inspiring Student. And you can see exactly what they've been doing, how they've been doing it, how they've been growing, some of the content, the best practices for their captions, and even one of their giveaways that they did when they hit 50,000. They had an Instagram 50K follower giveaway. And this is another one of my blog posts I did. I highly suggest that you read because you can give away very cheap little things that don't cost you a lot of money, yet create a lot of hype around your account and thus generate a lot of new followers. This post was titled Instagram Contest, Make Your Own. And that's it. I hope this 20-some minute YouTube video was helpful to you. I've definitely shared a lot of secrets and tips from my students who are seeing continued success simply by posting high quality content. And again, if you want to learn everything that I know step by step, go to wolfmillionaire.com and sign up for my InstaWealth Growth System. If you don't have the money, then continue to read my blog, watch these videos on YouTube, and make sure you sign up for my free 20-page Instagram guide by going to wolfmillionaire.com, enter your email address, and then check your inbox and or spam boxes in your email for the email that will have the link with my 20-page free Instagram guide filled with tips, tricks, and strategies that you can use immediately to start growing faster and getting better engagement. Until the next video, happy holidays and hope everyone has an excellent week. Cheers.